Good morning, everybody. First of all, let me thank Lori and everyone who works on this event. Thank you for having me in. It's a great opportunity for me to be one of this event. My name is Sherif Temraz. You can call me Sherif. It's easy, yeah. And you can write it like Sherif. There's only one F. Oh. Yeah. Of course, I'm an immigrant. I came here in the States 2008 with permanent visa, immigrant visa. I came here. My brother lives here since '88. It's been 27 years in the military, CW5. He just retired 2 years ago. So he did my paperwork. I came here with my family. It was struggling a little bit when I came here because I was accountant in my country with more than 4 or 5 years experience in multiple areas. So I came here in America. I thought I would be like a CEO or something. Yeah, but it took me 10 years to get my bachelor degree, my second bachelor degree here in America. Yeah. Recently, I graduated in Fayetteville State University. Let me go with the slide a little bit. So, here's my first college in '03 in Alexandria, Egypt. Okay? Mm-hmm. Took me, as I mentioned, 10 years to graduate from Fayetteville State University, summa cum laude. I took the whole 4 years within a year and a half. I transferred more classes from my previous, it's accounting major, no difference. For those 16 years, no difference, or 15 years. So, this was my past experience, like employee in industrial company, accounts payable, internal auditor. Then I went to a hotel in Alexandria. I was a cost controller right there, food and beverage cost controller. Took me around until '07, until I decided to come here, I'm sorry. Once I graduated, I was working in an office, accounting firm. I had regular work. I did everything the CPA can do except for external audit, because I'm not licensed yet. My priority service is small business owners. I'm not dealing with medium or large companies because they must hire a CPA. Small business owners is my area to play in. Starting from scratch, from forming the company to them. We do all kinds of companies. I prefer my clients to go with LLC. It's much easier for them. It's pass-through entity for the tax. They don't pay tax for the LLC. Rather than corporations, it's a little complicated. It's double taxation. So, I do bookkeeping for them since they apply for a business account, bank. They give me the statements, the bank statements, reconcile them, bookkeep it to the QuickBooks, which is my favorite software I use, and I have like 2-3 years experience with QuickBooks. Also, there is a new software to me. It's old. It's called Peachtree, but now it's transferred to Sage 50. Also, I'm experienced some of these with another clients. They don't want to switch. They came to me, but they want to keep their software. So I got both. But QuickBooks, in my opinion, is much easier. So I do everything for small business that lead at the end to issue financial statements, which this is my target to do their business tax by the following year. Software I use for tax called ProSeries, one of the strongest ever software. For my first year here in this career as self-employed, I purchased only the limited 200 runs or 200 tax return. Like I wish, okay, if I did the 200, I can upgrade, no problem. My target is 200 as first year. Yeah, this software is around $2,000 limited. If you want to upgrade to unlimited, you pay around $5,000. So it's a strong one. It's very strong. It gives you everything. And it cannot let you E5 any tax with any mistake or error. It fixes everything. For a small business, these are the governmental entities that we always deal with. It starts with the NC, Secretary of State. Of course, you have to do the article of organization or corporation or whatever, according to the kind of company. So I deal a lot with Secretary of State because right now my clients are those who has a lot of problems, and their other firms get tired of them. Yeah, I'm starting. So they come to me here because it all depends on networking. I know them, they know me. They know me while I was working there, and they get tired of the other. They came to me, Sherif, we have this problem, and the other accountant refuses to fix it. I'm trying. I call, I send emails, and I fix that. So I like these things because it gives me more experience. Like it's not a routine clients. So far, during those 2 months, I fixed about 3 problems. One of them, he has $9,000 penalty at the Industrial Commission for having a gap for his employees not being insured. $9,000, I tried to get through the Industrial Commissions, talk to them. We reduced the amount by $7,000. We did payments as he wants, and currently it's been fixed. Yeah. Other clients for tobacco and convenience store, the worker there just did a mistake, sold tobacco for money without asking for ID. This is very common. They gave him a penalty. I talked to them. We reduced the penalty, and we paid it. So some small stuff like that for small business, it aggravates them. But with me, it's like peace of mind. Just handle it to me and relax and continue working on your job. Secretary of State, we deal it with company formation, annual renewals for the LLCs and corporations. Of course, IRS. Everybody deals with IRS, everybody. Some people, they have a lot of problems here. And one of the hardest accounts to make is to do account on the IRS. Personally, my brother had a problem with IRS last year. It was his first year to file his state tax. Because military, he was in the army in San Antonio, Texas, and they don't file tax, state tax, stuff like that. So he forgot, and he got And also he forgot to file, like he's working on TurboTax and stuff like that. He forgot to submit, and he thought he submitted. Then he got a letter from the IRS telling him, you didn't do it. So we worked on that, and it's his first ever year that he has to pay tax to the state, around $3,000. He was so mad. Every year he got refunded like 10, 12,000. But I know my brother, I know his situation. He's total 100% and permanent disability. And I know there is a way for those with certain circumstances, according to the years he spent in the army and certain wars they've been through, we can waive this tax. And I did that. And he got $450 refund from the state tax. So I saved him $3,500, sorry. Yeah. So this is stuff like we have to think hardly and do your research. It's not, let me tell you this. From my 2 years experience in the other accounting firm, I figured out that what are the problems of the clients. And I figured out how to fix it, how to work on, let me say, client satisfactions or satisfactions. So I think this is my priority. It's very hard for anybody to trust a stranger, somebody he doesn't know, to give him his most important paperwork and let him work on it. It's very hard. So this kind of business worked by networking. I give a good service to you, you will tell the other. And you will mention me here and there. And this is my priority. I started the first year, and I know I will lose money. I will not make money. But I know that my priority is networking and do the best I can do for them. IRS, of course, NC, Department of Revenue, to report the sales tax for small business. This is mandatory. It's not our money, it's liability, have to be returned back. Also, I got a lot of problems here. Some people, they don't do what they do. They charge, I have a client for his business is graphic design. He's not selling anything. And he charged people sales tax. She's wrong, completely wrong. It's big penalty for him. And I told him that. And I figured out the worst. He doesn't apply, or he didn't register for a tax ID. So it's totally messed up. You see what I'm saying? You got to ask somebody who understands these things. Anybody. You got to do your homework. You got to research. You got to have the internet. You got to research for anything like that. So it's a problem for him. We're trying to fix it, but we're trying to fix it. Yeah. Of course, I told him, first of all, you're gonna pay back all this sales tax. But it's not your money. It's somebody else's money. It's not yours. Industrial commissions. This is the problem I mentioned before. So I'm dealing with that too. I think this is my last slide here. It has all my details. But let me tell you this. For me and you, why do you think somebody can choose me to work or to do his individual tax, for example? I have the answer. Two reasons. The first is the quality of work. I'm taking care of my clients. I have the time. And it doesn't matter for me to go home 8 or 10 in the evening, it doesn't matter. It doesn't matter if my client is only have Sunday or Saturday off, we can meet in the office at that time. I can listen to him hour or two, it doesn't matter. We can postpone the work and make it later when he get more documents I needed. It's easy. I'm taking care of my client. I do the accurate job here. The second, which is also important, is the price. We have a competitive price. I can guarantee I can charge you more than, 50 or 60% less than H&R Block, or even less than that. Because I don't want to lose, but the thing is, H&R Block, Jackson Hewitt, those big, giant people, their price doesn't make sense to me. I feel they take advantage of people. The work can be done in 100, they charge 400 for no reason, just taking advantage of some people. So my price is competitive all over the city. And so far, I think I'm done. This is my information. I'm willing to answer any question if you want. Yes, sir.
Have you worked with audits with the IRS, with the individual business owners?
No. No audits. With the IRS, no audits. The audits I worked with was only internal audit during the company I was working with. Yeah. Yes, ma'am.
Did you say you were or were not a CPA?
I'm not a CPA yet.
Are you planning to become one?
Sure, yes, sure. It took me 10 years to get the second bachelor because whenever I go, I have to quit my job and focus on that. And I have a family, my wife doesn't work at that time, so I have to save money in order to pay the bills. Yes, CPA is now much easier for me. Yeah. Planning to take it, but just in the right time. Yeah. Yes, ma'am.
I'm also an immigrant, so I do understand coming from another country.
Yes.
What I wanted to ask you though, do you have a separate component for those small businesses who may just need a lot of assessment or guidance, so that when you start, there's they may not need you to do their taxes, but they need you to look what has been done, so that you can interpret those financial statements, like you indicated, the person that was collecting some form of taxes, you said?
Yes.
So that when you look at the service, it may just be analyzing your small business, and a person comes in and they may spend ongoing, monthly, just working with you through the process without any need for accounting services. Have you considered providing that kind of continuation of support to a small business?
Of course, yes. I do have this kind of service, which is free consultation, and I don't charge people for that. I don't charge people for that. It's free consultation. I have a little story. It wasn't regards to the consultation, but it was regards like a young gentleman around maximum 20 years old, or 19. Last year, he came because I was doing it individually without the office. He came to me with his mother to do his personal tax, and it's one W2, and that's it. Straightforward. It takes you like 15 minutes to finish everything. I let him sit beside me, and I gave him the mouse, and I told him to type everything and submit. I told him that's it. That's it. Next year, he didn't come back. Yeah, he did it on his own, but he sent his mother because it was more complicated. But it's, I don't know if you would believe it or not with me, but this is the thing I see. It's making no sense to go to a certain big office and pay that much amount and for a simple return like that. I have my family home here. I don't pay any bills for that, no mortgage, it's paid off. I have my car. I don't need a greed or to be like to charge people a lot to get that and that. It's very simple. Just tell them if something will take time from me and I will waste my time for that, I will charge people for it. But if something very easy, just tell them that. Very simple. I know it's a little different than the American way, but this is me. This is me. Yeah, I'm a bad businessman. I know. Yeah.
And one last question, do you have interns from the university that works with you during the tax season? Because, you know, you talked about how easy those forms are to go online. And rather than you're doing all the little pieces, have you thought about using those students who are either, you know, potential graduates?
At
or
least not right now because I don't have that much clients.
Okay.
Yeah, but yes, I can do like little interns for the
Absolutely.
yeah, like junior or senior students. And
Because,
then-
you know, H&R Block, if you work with them, you're part-time, you're being paid kind of by the numbers of tax returns you do. So, I mean, that could always be the same thing you're doing with your interns. So if you're saying, where's the money gonna come from? The money's gonna come from you're making it. And then you're doing the revision to make sure everything's good.
Right now, even in Fayetteville State, we have something called VITA. It's volunteer income tax, and most of the students, they participate in these events. But it's a good idea to make interns, but I think it's not good. It can be this year, of course. Yeah, it can be this year. This year is only the person who. I have another service, I do it on the side. It's like immigration services. Anybody wants to apply for citizenship, I finished this paperwork. I also, if I did my research about the pricing of this, they charge them like $2,500 total. Way less than that. Way less. Yeah. Yes, ma'am.
So I appreciate your customer service and the time and devotion you spend to your clients. I appreciate that you don't want to gouge them on the price. But at the same time, are you ensuring that you are valuing your time and service and that you are charging appropriately and not charging too low? Because, you know, if somebody's over here charging $2,500 for something and you're doing it for free, you're not really valuing yourself either.
That's right. That's why.
So how do you find that middle ground?
I'm not compete the 2,500 was free. I make it like for one side.
But you got to remember to value yourself and that your time is valuable as well.
Yes, but don't forget it's my first year. Don't forget that every single minute I spend doing any service for clients, I also get some experience. Yeah, it didn't become yet a routine services because I didn't pass through everything in the governmental entities yet. Yeah. Like that tobacco stuff, it was my first time to do it, and I did it. Yeah. So, also I'm learning, and I'm willing to learn more. Yeah. But the thing is, I have to make sure that every word I say is right. This is my priority. Because it's a liability to me. Yeah, I cannot mislead somebody. This is hard. And also it's against me. Yeah. That's why they created the liability insurance. Yeah. No, it's not a free service, ma'am, but it's feeling the others. Yeah.
Maybe that's what I'm saying, there's a medium in between of not gouging someone versus also valuing yourself, because as much as I love experience, and I do, and all of that, it doesn't pay the bills in the day, nor does it feed your family.
Exactly.
So you've got to find that fine line between not wanting to go to what you feel are high fees, and I agree with you on some of them, they are high fees, but at the same time, you need to value yourself.
That's exactly, but not take advantage of that.
Mhm.
Yeah, I'm trying to, I feel like if I took advantage, like some people, they charge by percentage. So if I did a tax, if my percentage is like 10%, and the tax return, the refund is 6,000, with send it 2 W-2s or something, I will take 600 just like this, and everybody's happy. But I feel I'm not deserving this much. 600 for 30 minutes just work. As I told you, I'm a businessman. Yeah. Yeah. Yes, sir.
So one of your services you provide is like setting up LLCs? Is that one of the services you provide, if I understood your presentation correctly?
Setting what?
Setting up LLCs?
Yes, sir.
Okay. That was my main question, to make sure I understood that right, because I'm in the position where I own a lot of websites, and so some of the advice I've been getting is I need to set up an individual LLC for each website, and then have a holding company actually own the websites, and then have the LLCs basically renting the websites from my holding company for tax and protection purposes. So if I actually make that transition, I'd be needing to create a lot of LLCs for each of these websites.
It's only you?
Yeah, it's for me, I'm one-man show.
Okay. So that would be a multi-member.
It'd
Multi-member.
be single? I'd be the only member because I'm.
So you don't have to do LLC.
Okay,
You don't have to do that.
okay.
It's easy.
Alright.
Yeah, LLC is just pass-through entity.
Yeah,
If you are more than one person, it's better to do LLC because you don't pay tax for the LLC itself. What you pay for the LLC is the formation, the fees, which is 200, and the annual renewal is also 200 every year. Yeah. But if you are by yourself, you don't have to do LLC.
okay.
Yes, sir.
I'm looking to purchase a business, and before buying the business, one part of the due diligence that I have to do is to look at the profit and loss statement, balance sheet and cash flow statements. Now, would you be able to kind of provide some kind of consulting or services if I bring it to you? I'll say, hey, this is what I'm looking at. Those are the numbers. Like, what do you think? Is it something that you do, or is it something that normally?
They can disclose this,
Yeah.
this information, yes.
Okay, would it be like a fee that you do, like how much you charge?
No, unless you will sign a contract with me to manage your business.
To manage,
Yes, manage your business, yeah. Or for a consultation.
Thank you.
You're welcome, sir.
And also another question, if you do, like I need to do my LLC's taxes, right, so it's just one LLC. Can I combine it with my personal taxes and do it?
Yes.
Yeah, without,
You are the only member?
yeah.
Yes. Yeah, I will do it, the Form 1065, and then we do the Schedule P1, and the Schedule P1, transfer the amounts to the profit or loss, put it in your individual tax.
Do we need to make an appointment to come in to see you, or are you just there, or is someone there that would
I'm
schedule?
there from 10 to 6,
Okay.
and I can extend it to
Gotcha.
8.
Okay.
And you can walk in or appointment, but
Okay,
appointments only on Saturdays.
okay, welcome. Thank you.
You're not? Next
I'm not in here, believe it or not.
week. Next week.
Believe it or not. Get them on with it.
Is there any other questions? Well, if not, I'll take the last question, Sherif. What can this community do for you?
Excuse me?
What can this community do for you?
Networking. Networking, I need people to know me. Yeah, spreading my business cards, please. One more thing before I end this. Everybody here in this room have 25% off, just mentioning you were here for 1 million confidence. Yes. And for small business, it's the same, 25% off for the whole year of 2020. And I wish you just mention me to others, even for the individual tax, that will be fine. Small business, the new small business owners, I'm glad to help them. Thank you very much.
Thank you.